3, 2, 1. What's up, crew? Chaz here with Side Hustle Network, and welcome back to episode number 2 of the eBay Reboot. The eBay Reboot is a very simple concept. I'm rebooting our dead eBay account. If you guys did not see episode 1, be sure to check that out. In episode 1, I showed you the basics of me getting upstairs and just cleaning up my mess. Started getting the first listings up in that video. I showed you guys the first couple listings. I believe it was 5. Throughout the rest of that week, I continued to do my 5 listings a day, and sure enough, the sales came in. Now, that was all done and recorded through the holiday season. That was Christmas week into New Year's week. I did take New Year's week basically off, so I did not do any listings. So all the listings that we're selling were typically just trickle-in sales that we had from the week before. In this video, specifically episode 2, I will be showing you guys the first 10 sales that have come in since listing during this challenge, if you will. And the 10 items I'm going to show you right now are only items I have listed for this reboot challenge. We've had many other sales trickling in over the last few weeks, but those have been from previous listings, shoes, clothing, etc. So anytime I show sales that are happening here on this exact series, this reboot, are going to be items I listed from episode 1 on. So without further ado, let's dive in, show you guys the first 10 items that have sold. This first item you guys saw in episode 1, and I am going to continue showing the packaging portion of a lot of these sales that are coming in, trickled throughout these episodes. And I did show you guys this one. It was a Fairbanks Scale. I don't remember if it was $4.99 because I did not have accurate accounting back then and I was not organized, but I do have a really good memory with this stuff, like a lot of you guys do. It was either $4.99 or $9.99 at a regular retail Goodwill store. I'm just gonna call it $9.99 to be on the safe side. But even if it was the $10, it sold for $125, which was under market value. I'm looking to quick flip a lot of this stuff. Similar comps for this in perfect working condition with a power cord were selling between $2 and $225 on average. I was good to take $125 for this because it was untested without a cord. Item number 2, if you guys are fans of the Office Space movie, you will know exactly what this is. Michael Bolton and Samir going to town on the printer with the baseball bat, one of the best scenes in any movie of all time. So this did have severe box damage, especially for a Funko collector. This was not going to be sold on anything like Amazon. So as you guys can see here, the side of this was just busted wide open. I made sure I took an up close photo of that so they knew exactly what they were going to be receiving. And anytime I take a photo of this, in the description I also say box damage, please see photos. But this one did sell for $22.95, so I was definitely happy with that. And being a Funko Pop, very light, it went first class. So it was about $4.50 to ship. Next up is a vintage box bag. I believe I showed you guys this one. This is one item that I don't remember if I had listed already or if I did it for the challenge. So I'm sorry if you consider that cheating to show you guys here. It was just a cool sale. It's a very unique item I wanted to show in here just as a little be on the lookout type of item for you guys. My mom actually gave me this. She got it for free because one of her clients that she worked with was cleaning out their house and they had boxes of stuff they were going to throw in the garbage. My mom saw this and she's like, hey, that might be worth something. So she gave it to me. Sure enough, I looked up vintage box bag, all kinds of different ones. This specific one had the sun embroidery, the logo going on. So listed it up, $99.95 full asking price. I could have priced higher and waited a little bit longer, but again, I'm looking to quick flip a lot of this. Plus it was free inventory, $99. I'm definitely happy with that. Number 4 is a Smith Wicks imported Irish ale beer tap handle. If you follow this channel, if you follow us on Instagram, you know I have been preaching beer tap handles for many years. You can get them fairly cheap, especially if you buy them in bulk from people, and they sell pretty well. Now, not all of them are going to sell. We've had tons of beer tap handles that just sat in inventory forever. They were listed for about $10 and nobody bought them. But if you get the name brand stuff, those big brands that everyone go for, some of these more unique specific ones even, they sell for really good money. I've sold beer tap handles for $60 all the way up to $85, and this one is a prime example of kind of a bread and butter sale. $34.95. A lot of these will fit inside of a padded flat rate envelope. This was a heavier ceramic, so I actually did wrap this a little bit extra. This was part of a bigger buyout we did. I had bought about 200. It came out to about 188 units of beer tap handles from one collector. They were all in mint condition. I actually have 2 or 3 of these, so this was a good test to see exactly what it's going to sell for. Ultimately came out to about $2 per handle. I liquidated about 50 of them. They were just lower end, not worth reselling. So I did find somebody local. I posted up on Facebook Marketplace. I got my $2 per handle back from those. Then I was able to cherry pick the good ones and get those listed up. So beer tap handles, you can find them on Craigslist, estate sales, garage sales. Try to find them in bulk if you can. Sometimes it's collectors that are just looking to offload their man cave. Sometimes it's other resellers that just came into some crazy buyout, like an estate sale liquidation, and they got a hold of these tap handles and they're looking to offload those cheap. I've seen all kinds of different methods that we play around with. Next up, we have the MX850 programmable remote control. Remotes are another bread and butter type of item. Oftentimes you can find them for 50 cents or $1 at garage sales, estate sales, etc. Even Goodwill, they'll price them between $2.99 all the way up to $9.99 in some cases that I've seen here locally. It may be different for you depending on your region, but remotes are a bread and butter item. I got this one for, I believe, $1 at a garage sale, $24.95. It's first class shipping, super cheap, about $4, and this was just a great sale for us. And all of these that I'm showing you right now, they've all sold within 7 to 10 days on average of being listed. Some of these were overnight sales, some of them took a full 10 days to sell. Been about 2 weeks since episode 1 of this reboot, so that just kind of gives you a general time frame of how quickly I'm trying to turn this inventory. Next up, Soul Naturals Cinemati is what this one is called, $32. This is from a company that I've personally used their products a while back. I just happened to find this in a bin somewhere. I don't remember how much I paid for it. We're talking like a year ago. I had a stockpile of this stuff, so $32. I want to say off the top of my head, the box cost about $20 to $25 back when I was personally using this stuff. So I wasn't looking to really flip for a profit. I was just looking to get some of my money back on this one. This sale right here, I was pumped about. You guys saw me pull this out, photo it. I had mentioned inside of that clip that this telephoto lens, the bigger lens that it came with, was a bonus, and that took it from a $200 sale price up to a $250 sale price. I listed this at $249.95. I could have priced a little bit higher, let's say $260, $275 range. Held on for maybe a couple more weeks, a couple more months, who really knows? And I could have flipped and made a little bit more money that way. But again, I was in this all in for $60. So I listed $249.95. I had plenty of offers come in. This was a 2-day flip. I had an offer for $200 come in almost immediately, so I knew it was a good call there. If you ever list an item and you get those types of offers right up front immediately, you've got something good. So don't take them right away. Unless you just want to take the 200 and flip it, cool. But if you get that type of demand and traction on a listing, wait it out a little bit, because you may get somebody that comes in and pays full asking price. And that one I did buy off of Facebook Marketplace. I don't remember if I shared that inside of the other clip or not, but that was going to be Facebook Marketplace on there. And that's a little side tip too. If you ever get into camera gear, sometimes it's not about the camera itself, it's about those lenses that it comes with. Like I mentioned, this was what I thought was a $200 sale when I sourced it, but that extra lens that it came with bumped that price up a little bit. So lenses are sometimes more profit than the actual camera stuff itself. Next, we've got a Delphi Rode 2 XM satellite radio receiver. I don't remember what I paid for this, but I do know for a fact it was under $5. I got this out of Goodwill. Off the top of my head, I'm remembering $4.99. As you guys can tell, if I can give you one tip, when you buy your stuff, have some type of spreadsheet that you are uploading your numbers into right away. Use a custom SKU here on eBay. This is stuff I was not doing in the past, and now I am doing this time. That's the point of a reboot series, and me sharing the documenting portion here on YouTube is so I can actually show you guys my mistakes, what I'm doing better, and how I can be more efficient. So I do remember paying about $5, between $3 and $5 for this at Goodwill. Sold for $24.95. Again, not a huge flip. This was a little bit over a pound, so I did have to pay priority shipping. This was slightly too big to put inside of the padded flat rate envelope, which would have been $7.75 to ship. So I did have to pay up a little bit. It ended up being about $9 to ship this guy. So not a huge profit, but again, bread and butter items that you can start trickling in every single day on your sales. These are what ultimately are going to pay the bills. It's not always about selling something for triple and quadruple your money, sometimes it's good just to, you know, get that 70 to 100% ROI range. Number 9, the Trick or Treat Clothed Sam 7-inch figure. This guy we paid $10 for, sold it for $29.95. We actually have quantity of this. I have about 5 more of these. And that $27 to $30 price point seems to be the sweet spot for these. So that's what we're cashing them out at. Last but certainly not least, we've got Miss Rosa Parks' Barbie doll. This was part of a buyout that we had done from one of our suppliers. This one was actually a customer return from Amazon, so it did have box damage, as you can see here, because Amazon loves to ship everything inside of padded envelopes without boxes. So as you guys can see, we had some box damage here on that window, or the plastic, if you will. Everything else seemed to be in decent shape. A little bit of bowing on that back end of the box. I made sure I just took photos of it all. Again, in the description, I mentioned please see the photos for the box damage. Still sold it for $21.95. Our original cost was about $8. Now, we made thousands of dollars on the other ones that we had sold, so I was okay with at least breaking even on this guy just to get some of that buy cost back. So that has been the first 10 items that we have sold on eBay since doing this little reboot for ourselves. This was with minimal listing. I had done those 5 listings a day for that first week. That's where a lot of these sales came from. And then I took last week off for the holidays. Holidays are over. 2021, we're ready to crush this thing now. So I'm going to be back on starting today, 5 listings a day. We are going to continue with this series. I wasn't sure how much traction this would catch, but shockingly, you guys all showed in the comments section. I got a bunch of messages afterwards. A lot of people were inspired by this series to start doing their own reboot, which is phenomenal. That's amazing. That right there is why we do these videos. If we can inspire you to step up, take action, and build a better business for yourself, that is the name of the game. That is why we're here doing this content. So thank you guys for watching first and foremost. Thank you for supporting the channel, but you should be proud of yourself for taking action and stepping up. If you are struggling with your eBay account, you have a death pile like we've got upstairs, start doing this. Get yourself rebooted this year. It is the first week of 2021 right now at the time of this video. So if you're one of the first few thousand people to watch this and you are struggling getting that inspiration, use this series as proof that even I, a normal dude, I may have this YouTube channel and, you know, we've built a company out of everything that we do, but at the end of the day, we're all just normal people trying to flip stuff and make money and live the life that we want, right? So get inspired, get motivated, get yourself pumped up, write down your goals, do whatever you need to do to get yourself in action this year. I'm pumped up. I'm excited to get back into eBay a little bit more. I'm excited for what this year is going to bring, and I'm excited to continue this series because you guys gave it so much positive feedback. We are going to continue with this. It might be a 10-part series, episodes all the way up through 10, 15, 20. I don't know how long this series is going to go, but as long as you guys are engaging with it, hit the like button if you enjoy this type of content. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already, and I will continue putting out these types of videos for you guys. And if you have any other video suggestions, any other series ideas, please comment below because I will keep a notepad and write those ideas down and see which ones we can implement for you guys. So hopefully these 10 items kind of give you a nice well-rounded aspect of the different products that we're selling. I like to break down the numbers a little bit for you guys and tell you where I sourced them, how much we bought them for, here's what they sold for, and then bring you more behind the scenes, which is the point of this video, is to show you guys more of the actual photos, the listing, how we tweak different things. I'm going to be showing you guys, you know, how we do markdown sales. We'll throw some promotions on some stuff. I just want to show you all the behind the scenes that we possibly can on this eBay account. As always, thank you for tuning in. This has been Chaz, Side Hustle Network. We will see you in the next video.